Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I thought today I would film a plan with me. I'm quite far behind with my memory planning. If you haven't watched my videos before, I memory plan in my Hobonichi cousin. So this isn't me like planning for the week ahead, it is me back planning for things that happened. And this is like where I use stickers and I get decorative and have a bit of fun, because this is something that I will keep to look back on in years to come. So I am quite far behind. I'm like 2 months behind nearly. So I want to try and crack on and get lots done. So we're going to be planning the 11th week, which is the week of the 15th to the 21st of March. I'm going to be using a colour scheme that I've used before, but I don't think I've used it to share with you guys. And I'm basically going to be using this mild liner, which is in Vermilion. So this one's the brush version, but I do have like the normal highlighter version as well. And then I'm also going to be using my fountain pen. This one is a Kaweco Brass Sport, and in this pen I have got Diamine Ancient Copper ink, and it's just a really pretty, like, warm, autumnally ready brown. It is a copper. It is a like a true kind of rusty coloured ink. So I'm going to be using those, and I will be pulling in stickers from my shop and a few other shops as well. So if I do bring those in, I will mention them in the description box down below. If I do forget to say where anything is from, then do just pop it in a comment and I will get back to you and let you know where the stickers are from. So let's crack on. I am this week, from the previous week actually, I had switched to digital planning. So I'm going to be referring to, I've got my iPad with my Google Calendar just over there. I have also got my A6 rings that I was using at this time, that's got like my to-do list for the day, so like the tasks that I got done, because I do like to record that down as well. So I will be referring to those as I go. So let's get started. I'm actually not going to use washi tape, and the reason that, like, in previous weeks I have been using washi tape, but I do actually find that because I'm using stickers, I don't pay attention to the times down the side, but I do need more space to be able to space things out. So I'm not going to be using washi tape at the top because I just want to have that extra bit of space. So although I'm putting a sticker down at this sort of time, that doesn't mean that I actually got up at 5 o'clock in the morning, which is very, very rare that will happen. So let's start with the sidebar, and in here I like to record a few different things. So I like to keep track of the meals that we ate for the week, sorry, and I just literally list them down the side by the day. So I've just got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And then I also like to keep a track of some of my like activity goals. So I'm just gonna put another swatch there, and I'm actually gonna do I'm gonna do this one slightly differently, because I think, let me just double check, it might not have been the week, but it might have been the start of, I'm just referring to my bullet journal. Yes, so this week was the start of me trying to do yoga every day. So I'm going to keep track of that in there. I also like to keep track of whether I go for a walk, which since doing the yoga everyday challenge, it's definitely dropped off a little bit. And then I also like to keep track of my work hours. And I just kind of, for the yoga and for the walking, I'm just going to put a dot for each day. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I'll just cross it out if I did do it. And then for work hours, Thursday, Friday, I work Monday to Friday, so I'm just going to put that there. For the yoga one, I'm actually going to use one of these foil stickers. This is from my shop and it just says Yoga Bunny, and it's in the rose gold foil. I'm going to wait to write in the other things, just because sometimes when you write with a fountain pen on top of highlighter, even though it looks like the highlighter is dry, it's not completely dry, so it kind of makes the fountain pen bloom. So let's crack on. Monday. So Monday the 15th was a normal sort of work from home day for me. One thing that I did want to make a note of, because I did something in the morning, was I shared my Google Calendar system on Instagram stories on this day. So I'm just going to grab, see if I can find in my, so this is my little sticker book that's got stickers from my shopping. Here we go. So I'm just going to grab a little Instagram icon. This is like the old school Instagram icon because I love a bit of an old school styling. If you haven't ever checked out my shop, like a lot of my hand-drawn products, I try to give them kind of like a vintagey kind of vibe. So I'm just going to put shared Google Calendar setup, and then I worked from home. So I'm going to put in a little swatch, and I'm going to put in a work script as well. Hang on, let me just see if I've got one in the right colour. So these again are the stickers from my shop. I think these are all my script stickers. I've got so many. Here we go. So these are again in that same rose gold foil. And then I'll just grab my ruler actually, and what I like to do is using the fine point on the mild liner, just sort of plot out how long my work day was. So I worked until 4:30 this day. So although I don't typically do things chronologically, I do still like to section out the day with the work day, just so that I can sort of keep track of what I'm doing. Then, now I don't know if I've actually got any foil to-dos cut. Hang on, let's have a look. Oh no, I do. I've got some little to-do scripts. So what I like to do on the work day is I like to just pop down a little to-do sticker and then list the things that I got done. I like to have this in here so that I can refer back to it at a later date. So if someone asks me, someone at work says, oh, what day did you do that? I like to have it written down somewhere that I can just refer to and double check. For instance, like on this day, I had to email the property service about our door, and that is something that I might want to refer back to at a later date and see when I sent that email. So if I've got it written in here, then it's helpful for me to just have it to refer to, I suppose. So I'm going to just whiz through writing down my to-do list now. So there we go. So I had quite a full work day on this day. Quite a lot that I managed to get done, which was really good. I know that you shouldn't measure your worth by your productivity, but it is something that I tend to fall into the habit of. I am going to use my Yoga Bunny scripts again, but I am also going to pair them with some little emoji stickers or something if I can. I've definitely got some. I'm actually starting to run out. These are my yoga stickers. I'm definitely starting to run out. So I'm going to use, what else did I do on that day? Okay, so let's use one of these little gingy ones. And I'm just going to put the little script sort of so that it's half over the mat there, because I did my yoga, and then I actually did some yoga mat research. So I was using a really old, like, it was more of an exercise mat rather than a yoga mat. So I was doing some research into investing in a new one, because I've been doing yoga consistently, well, fairly consistently since December. So I knew that I wanted to invest in a new one. So I was trying to do my due diligence and make sure that I was getting a good one. Then I've got a note that we had leftover pie for dinner. I'm just going to see if I can find, there it is, my blotting paper, just in case that ink is still a little bit wet. And this was a chicken and mushroom pie, which was so good, that I'd made the previous Saturday, and I've actually made that pie again since, and it had become one of our favourite meals. So after that, I read the bullet journaling book. So at this point, I was basically implementing bullet journaling in my ring planner and deciding whether I wanted to switch to actually just, going into a bound book, which, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the other videos on my channel, I did end up swapping to a bound book. So I'm just going to write, read bullet journal method. This sticker is from that shop that's changed its name. Used to be Sweet Over's Paper. I do this every single time. I can't remember what it's called, but I will link it down below. And then after that, I designed a 3.7mm grid template, which you'll be thinking, what? 3.7mm? 3.7mm is the size of the grid in the Hobonichi cousin. And before I was deciding that I wanted to go into a bound book, I was struggling to find a bound book that was what I wanted. So I wanted a Tomoe River bound book with lots of pages that had a 3.7mm grid, and I was struggling to find one. I did eventually find one that that I kind of wanted, but the company was changing the paper, so it wasn't actually going to be Tomoe River. But I sort of had the idea to print my own paper, basically, because you can buy Tomoe River paper from Amazon, and I just thought, well, I could, just print my own A4 paper. I was researching how to make lie flat books and all sorts. I really did explore my options. I eventually settled on a book that is 5mm, so it's a bit bigger. I don't mind, actually. It is quite a good. It's quite a good size. So it's not something that I'm that bothered about now. And that's the end of Monday. So I did. So let me just double check that my work hours were definitely. So this was week 11. Yeah, so I worked 9:30 till 4:30. This pen, by the way, has a fine nib on it, which does make a difference. So Tuesday, I had a normal morning. I was at my library, so I'm just going to put, I haven't really made a note of anything before I started work, but one thing that I did make a note of is that I was early to work. which does not happen very often. Well, no, that's a lie actually. Now it happens all the time. Before I was diagnosed with ADHD, it did not happen very often. So I am just going to put in a little like success munchkin, which I love these little guys, and I don't use them often enough because I don't have enough. I feel like is it just me? Like I never seem to celebrate the things that I'm doing when I'm doing like brilliantly. So I don't know what to do, like this one or this one. No, you know what I am going to do? I'm going to do like the proper success one because it's kind of momentous that, you know, I'm there early. Then I'm just going to pull in my little work scripts. Put that down. I'm going to draw that line again so it looks like I worked until 5 on this day. So let me just put a little dot down actually. Okay, so let's just grab another to-do script. And my to-do list for this day was massive. It was really, really big. So I don't quite know how I'm going to fit all of this in. Like, it was actually massive. I'm just going to do my best. I did actually work from home in the afternoon, but I haven't got room to put that in there, so I'm not going to. I cracked on, got lots done. That's the main thing. Then we did do our yoga in the evening. This week, like I said, was like the start of when I decided that I was going to do yoga every day, and I managed 4 days in a row this week, and then I took like I had a day off, and then I was like, do you know what, actually I think I should try and do this every day. So I sort of decided on the challenge later on in the week, so I can mark off that I did the yoga. Let's pull in my sticker. Okay. And then we had, what did we have for tea? We had a salad. That's all I've written, salad. I've not written what type of salad, if it was a nice salad. I've just written salad. So I'm guessing it wasn't that great. So after we did after I'd done my yoga, we ate tea, and then I tidied up the kitchen. So let me just get, because it was because James had cooked, so let's just grab a little. Should I use this one or this one? I'll use this one, it's smaller. Actually, no, let's use the big one. Actually, you know what? I'm going to cut off the bit where it says clean kitchen so that it's just the little cooker. So these are my scissors that, I don't know if you've seen these in craft stores. They have like an anti-stick coating on them so that you can use them to cut like tape and stickers, and they won't get gunked up. I might do that to some of the other ones of these actually, because I could use them for cooking dinner if it didn't have clean kitchen on. So there we go. And then I made a note that I checked Facebook, which I don't really know what for. I haven't written any more notes on what that was for, but I checked Facebook for something. So I'm just going to grab, this is a little, this is a little like sticker from my shop. And then I FaceTimed my sister. So, where have I put them? Actually, you know what, let's use one of these new Coffee Monsters Co ones, because I know that I've got some in here for this. There we go, I've got those ones, or I've got those ones. I think I'll use these ones. I'm gonna use, what colour should I use? Let's not use pink, because we used pink another day. Let's use that one, a little grey. So yeah, I FaceTimed my sister. And we try and do that on Tuesdays. We don't always manage it, but it's sort of like we've sort of said, you know, if we want to FaceTime, if we want to have a chat, then Tuesdays are a good day. So then let's move on to Wednesday. So Wednesday I was working from home. Haven't made a note of anything in the morning. I'm just going to I've not written my work hours for the Tuesday. Hang on. So work hours for the Tuesday were 9 till 5. And the same for the Wednesday. So let's go down to 5. Grab my little ruler. This ruler I will link below. It's from a lovely shop based in Edinburgh. So I am actually going to use a work from home script, I think, because I was working from home this whole day. And I'm sort of now, at the time of filming, I'm actually back to sort of only working from home like 1.5 days a week. So I feel like I should take the opportunity to use the stickers while I can. So let's have a look. Have I got copper? Oh no, I've not. Not copper, sorry, rose gold. Ooh, I've not got a rose gold one. Should I just use gold? Oh no, I have. I'm stuck to the others. Never mind. So again, from my shop. So I'm just going to pop that on there. And so the to-do list on this day wasn't as long, which is nice, but it was very edit heavy. I can see on my Google Calendar that I actually edited for like 4 hours this day. Then after work I went and collected my prescription. So let me just see if I've got a prescription script. Here we go. Actually, have I got a big one? Let's use a big one, because I never seem to use the big versions of stickers. So let me just see if I've got an icon and go with it as well. Health. I've got these ones. So I've only got these ones down here. That is actually something I need to add to my list of stickers that I do actually need to buy, is medication stickers. So I'm going to use this one. There we go. And then I have also got a note that I was listening to an audiobook this day, and I made quite a few notes on it, though I've since learnt some things about the person who wrote the audiobook that has meant that I've since returned said audiobook. But I do still want to make a note that I was listening to it because, you know, it's part of my experience. It's something that I did on this day. I'm going to use one of these little Bubba Bear. I cut my nails and got them a little bit too short. So I'm going to pop that down. So I was listening to Jordan B. Peterson's 12 Rules for Life. And like I say, I have since... I'd never even heard of him before his book became a bestseller. So when I found out how problematic he was, I was a bit like, don't want to listen to this anymore. So I returned it, which it was actually one that I got on Audible because I got a voucher for Audible, and that is something that you can do with Audible. If you didn't know, you can actually return books that you don't like. So then I've got a note that we had leftovers for tea. And I, of course, did my yoga. So, nope, hold on. I'm definitely going to need some more yoga stickers. I think on this day I'm going to go for a little munchkin. And I am going to continue using my scripts just because they're pretty. And we also, on this day, the dishwasher wasn't working properly. So we were trying to fix it, which I don't know if I've got a sticker that I can use for this. Let's have a look. I don't know if I have. Probably not. Oh, actually, no. Do you know what? I've never used these, and I could actually use one of these. So these are from Bubba Bear, and they're her like little like DIY people, DIY girls. And yeah, I don't think I've ever used these. So, or actually, I could use this one, which is like a munchkin of doing some dishes, because it wasn't working. We were having to let's use this one because this sort of fits better with the actual the situation. So try to fix the dishwasher, and then I have just got notes that I watched some telly. And then I also watched Cindy Gutabaldo, her book Declutter on YouTube. So I think what I'm going to do is actually use one of these little emojis and put put them both here. So I'm just going to say watch TV and Cindy book declutter. She's moving, so that's why she was decluttering her books, and it was a really good video. It was just interesting to sort of see like the thought process of when you're deciding to destash books, because Lord knows I am not very good at that. So I worked 9 till 5 on that day. Still didn't walk. Yeah, I'm just not very good at doing the walking. So Thursday. Let's move on to Thursday. Oh, I forgot this was St. Patrick's Day. Don't know if I've got a script for St. Patrick's Day. Let me have a look. I have got a script for St. Patrick's Day, so we will use it. It's not something I celebrate, but we actually call it St. Barry's Day because our friend Barry's birthday is on this day. So Thursday the 18th, this was Global Recycling Day. I know because I had to do some stuff for work. So I had a reasonable day at work. I was at Lincoln, so I worked until 4, which is my normal working time on a Thursday. I work funny hours. I'm sure I've said this before, but I do work kind of funny hours. So I'm just going to use another of these script stickers. And I am going to note that, hang on. So I haven't said whether I walked or not on this day, but I'm just going to look at my fitness tracker because that will tell me. March the 18th. Yes, so I did walk the hill on this day. So let's find. Nope. Actually, should I use, or am I using a lot of emojis? Emojis, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to use one of these little gingy stickers. They're supposed to be for running, but I use them for walking. So there we are. So on this day, what did I do while I was at work? Okay, so that was my work tasks for the day. Looks like I drove home and I just kind of chilled for a bit, which normally means that I sat and scrolled on my phone. Usually, yeah, just sit and catch up on, on like social media and look at nice pretty pictures on Instagram and so on. So, do I do couch potato or phones? Let's do I don't know. let's do the little phone one, the one with the little pillow looking at the phone. Then I've got that we had leftovers for tea, which actually we don't normally have leftovers on a Thursday, so we must have just had so much food that we just decided to have leftovers again, which is what normally happens. Then I've just got that I watched YouTube for a bit. So I'm just going to pull in a YouTube icon from my shop. And then finally, I've got a note that I did some user testing. So user testing, if you don't know, is where you basically like test websites and apps and things for companies. So if they are, they're working on releasing a new product or a new part of their website or something, they send it to user testing, and yeah, you basically test it out for them. Or some of them, they will actually do like an interview with you and put ideas to you, and you'll sort of say what you're thinking, and yeah, but it is something that is paid, so it's quite cool. Right then, so Friday. Oh, so I haven't written down the time that I worked, so that was 9:30 till 4. Friday, this was a normal kind of day. I worked from home, so I am going to put that in, and I worked until 6 by the look of it, which is my normal Friday working time. That's why I work shorter hours on some of the other days, is because I work until 6 on a Friday. So I am just going to put in one of these work from homes again. Oh no. There we go. And another little to do. I also on this day called the doctors, so I want to make a note of that. And this is a little Gingy. It's technically a nurse, but and I went for a walk on this day. So I haven't actually put whether I did my yoga or not, which I thought I had. Actually, I'm going to use one of these little strolling emojis, but first I'm just going to double check because what date was it? The 19th. So I've just checked the Peloton app, and actually I think I've got walk written in there, but actually I didn't go for a walk. I think I did my yoga, because it's coming up on the Peloton app as I did my yoga. So, and I'd got down like in all of my trackers that I did my yoga. It definitely says I did in the Peloton app, and I can't see myself having done both, I don't think. I mean, I could have, but it would not be like me to have done both, I don't think. I would only usually manage to do both like on a weekend. So, right, which one did I last use? I'm going to use another little gingy one. Let's do a warrior one. Oh no, I've used a little gingy there. I was going to do a warrior one sticker. We will instead do a little warrior 2. This one is from Caffeine and Paper Co, and it's her little Lola stickers. Actually, let's put it in the middle. Actually, no, let's put it to the side. It doesn't matter that it's close to that one. Then we had leftovers for tea again, so we really must have had a lot of leftovers to have had it that many days in a row. And then finally what I did that evening was I prepped some orders. So just on the work section. And which one shall I use? I think I'll use these ones that are again from that shop that's changed its name and I can't remember. It used to be Sweet Ava's Paper. Here we go. So the 20th. So this was a Saturday. I did my, well, first I had my weigh-in in the morning, which this is another sticker that I do actually need to get some more of because I've only got one and I'm running out. So this one is from Paper and Milk. So I weighed in the morning and I did actually have, let's have a look, I was 76.45. Now the only thing is, hang on, it's here. Excuse my arm. These are vinyl stickers, so you do have to use like a permanent pen. So this is a Pilot super colour marker in ultra fine that I literally just use for writing on vinyl stickers. So then I had some breakfast. So let's use, even though I won't have had pancakes, I don't think, I'm still going to use like a nice breakfast food kind of sticker. These ones are from, actually let's use one of these ones because those two have stuck on top of each other. Let's try and save one. So it's like a, they're like crepes. I know some of you are probably going like, oh no, don't stick that in your planner. Because it's got a little bit of extra sticker on the top, but I don't mind. This one's from Papershire. So I'm just going to put some breakfast. Can't spell. And then I did my 2-hour clean. So this was something that was new that I was trying. I think this might have actually been the first week that I did it. Just use one of these Oscars. And basically the idea is that I just set aside 2 hours, like literally carve 2 hours out of the day to do some cleaning. And it was actually one of my colleagues that recommended this to me. I was saying how I struggle to motivate myself to get all the cleaning done, and then when I do the cleaning it takes hours and hours and hours, and she just said, I just give myself 2 hours, and if it gets done in 2 hours it's great. If it doesn't get done, it's no bother, it gets done another time. And yeah, I've been doing that ever since, and yeah, it works really well for me. So I'm really happy with using it as a system. I you know, if I don't get things done, I just do it the following week. I always make sure that the kitchen gets cleaned and the bathroom gets cleaned. Like, they're the two things that absolutely I want done every week. But things like, oh, and I always try and make sure that I feather dust, and I try to also do the floors. But in terms of like doing, like cleaning doors and skirting boards and things, that can happen every 2 weeks. I don't mind. Cleaning windows and mirrors and things, that can happen every 2 weeks. I don't mind. It never gets bad enough that I feel like, you know, not doing it every single week is a real issue. And then, in fact, actually, I am just going to write underneath 2 hour clean, because it was the first time that I did a 2 hour clean. And then after that, we planned the front garden, so I can actually use a gardening sticker. So we had a hedge in our front garden. It was a bit of a pain, although it was great for privacy and things. It blocked a lot of light. It was kind of dead in the middle, and it also caused like a weird like warm spot that in the summer it was just awful, because it just like filled with flies and all sorts. It wasn't very nice. And so we had it taken out, and so we've planted some flower beds in the front garden, and we the previous week to this, we went to the garden centre and bought some different flowers and plants to put in it, and this week I sort of planned where everything was going to go. So then I baked banana bread. So let me see if I've got a little... Do you know what? I'm going to use one of my baking stickers, because I always use everyone else's baking stickers. I never use my own. I'll just use I'll use like this colour. That's kind of like probably the darkest one on this sheet. So yeah, I baked banana bread. Like, I don't know, stereotype. It's like a lockdown stereotype, I suppose, isn't it? Then I researched fabric cleaners, which I didn't end up buying because a friend of ours had one and let us borrow it, and we need to get some other things before I drop like 100 and something pounds on a fabric cleaner. Have I got one that says, oh, here we go, need. Let's do the green. So, and they're basically, yeah, you know, like the, I call it a fabric cleaner, like an upholstery cleaner, you know, the ones that are like a vacuum cleaner. So they actually, you spray, you scrub, and then you can suck the water back out. And then I did my yoga. So take that off. I'm not going to put an icon down, I'm just going to put the little script down for this one, because this is quite an icon heavy day. And then I ordered in the Coffee Monsters Co anniversary sale which are these stickers that are just here. Let's go back to that shopping page. Let's do a little Coffee Monsters Co. Take my money. And then I had a bath. I've made a note as well that we had steak for tea. So have I got, I'm going to use this little teddy. This one is from Happy Dyer and is actually a little bit damaged. See, this is a day that I really should have started right at the top, because I also, after I had my bath, I sat and read for a bit. So I'm just going to grab, I only want a little icon for this, so I'm going to use one of my little read stickers, I think, because they're dinky. Oh, there we go. I think I was reading A Court of Silver Flames, maybe. I'm going to leave it blank and I'll double check which book I was reading and I'll fill it in once I finish the video. I can't check because Goodreads is on my camera, on my phone, which I'm filming with. So the last day, Sunday. So I started off by doing some photos of my planner for Instagram. So I'm just going to grab those Instagram stickers again. You know what, I am going to start right up at the top, even though this might not be as busy a day. And then I edited my YouTube video. So actually I'm going to use a computer one because then I can use these for when I'm actually when I post about the video later on. So I think, was this the day that I was having issues with, it might be actually, this might be the day that I was having issues. Can't remember. So I'm not gonna, I was thinking I would use one of these if it was the day I was having issues, but I won't do that. I'll use this one, which is from Pumpkin Paper Co. And it's just a really cute little woman working with her laptop, wearing a hoodie and with a planner. So okay, edit, YouTube video. Then I did my yoga, so I did my yoga earlier in the day. I did a longer class as well, so I am going to use an icon. Which one should I use? Let's use that Warrior One pose, little Gingy. There we go. And then I uploaded the YouTube video, so I'm just going to write that in. And then I updated my cousin, so I did some planning. So which sticker shall I use? Which one? I've not got as many of those left. I've got loads of these. Maybe I should use some of these. I've got space. Yeah, let's use one. I think this one is from Papershire. They are they're slightly too wide for the cousin. It's actually all right on a Sunday, but I just like to trim a little bit off the edges. They're still a little bit too wide even with them trimmed, because the cousin isn't as wide as, obviously they're designed for a 1.5 inch planner. But we'll put them like that. And then, so I'm just going to write underneath actually, update cousin. And then I went for a walk. Haha. So, you know, I said it does happen sometimes that I do both in a day. It's just not frequent. So actually I am going to use that Coffee Monsters Co. strolling one. Just so that I've got a little, I get to use one of those. Then I made lasagna. Oh, this was this day. I made the most amazing lasagna. And then because of the medication I'm on, if I try and eat too much rich food, I feel ill. And yeah, I got sort of like 2/3 of the way through this amazing lasagna and then couldn't eat anymore. So I'm just going to use one of these little munchkins, little food prep munchkins. Go. Make lasagna. Then I prepped orders. Oh no, I've not put about my YouTube video. Hang on. So let me just put that in. So I'm gonna put the sticker there, and then I can't remember which one I uploaded this week. So I will fill it out basically once I've finished and can actually go and look. I would look on my iPad, but the battery's about to go on it. So, and yeah, so I prepped orders. Which, let's just grab a little, I only want a little sticker really. It's a little one. Let's use one of these. Yeah, let's use one of these. This is a Bubba Bear again, I think. And then I watched Line of Duty, which of course now looking back, it's like, oh, because it was such a disappointment, the finale. If you haven't watched it, like, yeah, it was such a disappointment. But at the time I was very excited to watch a new series, so I will not feel bad about the fact that I was very excited to watch Line of Duty. Okay, so I just need to fill out that we walked and I did yoga on that day. And then we had lasagna for tea, and I'm just going to fill out work hours. There we go, so we're done. That is that week all finished. I hope that you enjoyed watching, that this was maybe useful, or well, if not useful, at least it might have been entertaining. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please do like or leave a comment. If there's any stickers that I didn't mention where it was from and it's not in the description, then please do ask, because I'm happy to try and find it for you. And yeah, I will hopefully see you soon for another plan with me. Like I said, I need to crack on and get caught up, because we're what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks behind the moment. So yeah, so hopefully you will see some more plan with me's coming soon. But I really do hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Bye.